The studio lights beamed down on the set of Loose Women, where the panelists were buzzing with excitement over their latest guest, the charming yet notoriously prickly Hugh Grant. As the show kicked off, host Christine Lampard welcomed him with her signature warmth, asking about his latest film project and his thoughts on modern Hollywood. Hugh, dressed in a casual blazer and jeans, flashed his trademark smile, but there was an undercurrent of tension in the air. Denise Welch, known for her outspoken nature, sat across from him, her eyes sharp and ready for debate. The conversation started light, touching on Hugh's rom-com days and his evolution as an actor. But soon, Denise steered it towards more personal territory, questioning his past relationships and his views on feminism in the industry. Hugh responded with his dry British wit, but Denise pressed on, accusing him of perpetuating outdated stereotypes in his roles. The audience murmured as the exchange heated up, with Hugh defending himself by saying, "Darling, it's just acting, not every role is a manifesto." Denise shot back, "Well, some of us live in the real world, Hugh." The panel tried to intervene, but the clash was just beginning, setting the stage for what would become a viral moment. As the segment progressed, Hugh's discomfort grew visible, his responses becoming shorter and more sarcastic. Denise, fueled by her passion, didn't back down, bringing up old interviews where Hugh had made controversial remarks about women in media. "You once said actresses over 40 are invisibly. How do you reconcile that?" she demanded. Hugh leaned forward, his face reddening slightly. "I was being facetious, but clearly, subtlety is lost here." The other panelists, like Nadia Sawalha and Jane Moore, attempted to diffuse with laughter, but the atmosphere thickened. Viewers at home could sense the impending storm, tweeting furiously about the awkwardness. Finally, after a commercial break, the discussion reignited when Denise referenced Hugh's political activism, suggesting hypocrisy in his environmental stances while flying private jets. "It's easy to preach from a mansion," she quipped. Hugh, now visibly irritated, retorted, "And it's easy to judge from a talk show sofa." The studio fell silent for a beat, the producers exchanging worried glances behind the cameras. This was no longer banter, it was a full-blown confrontation, and no one knew how it would end. As the argument escalated, Hugh Grant's composure began to crack under Denise Welch's relentless probing. She delved deeper into his personal life, mentioning his children and how fatherhood had changed him, but twisted it to question his commitment to family values given his tabloid history. "You've had quite the colorful past. Does that ever haunt you on set?" Denise asked pointedly. Hugh, usually the master of deflection, snapped back, "My past is my business, not fodder for daytime telly." The audience gasped, some applauding Denise's boldness while others sided with Hugh's privacy plea. Christine tried to steer back to lighter topics, suggesting they discuss his upcoming projects, but Denise interrupted, "No, let's be real here. Celebrities like you hide behind charm." Hugh stood up abruptly, microphone still attached. "This isn't an interview, it's an ambush." The panel froze as he paced slightly, the cameras capturing every tense moment. Backstage, the director signaled for a cut, but the live broadcast continued, amplifying the drama. Social media exploded with hashtags like #HughVs.Denise trending worldwide. Denise, undeterred, continued, "Truth hurts, doesn't it?" Hugh shot her a glare, "Only when it's twisted." The other women on the panel exchanged uneasy looks, realizing this had gone off the rails. Nadia chimed in, "Come on, let's all calm down," but it was too late. The clash had ignited a firestorm. Hugh, feeling cornered, demanded, "Are we done here?" But Denise replied, "Not until you answer honestly." The verbal sparring reached a peak when Hugh accused the show of sensationalism. "This is why I avoid these circus acts." The audience's reactions varied from boos to cheers, creating a chaotic symphony in the studio. Producers whispered urgently into earpieces, deciding whether to intervene. Finally, as tempers flared, Hugh unclipped his mic, tossing it on the couch. "I've had enough of this nonsense." The screen cut to an unplanned commercial, leaving viewers hanging on the edge of their seats, speculating what happened next in this unexpected TV meltdown. Returning from the break, the Loose Women set was electric with unresolved tension, but Hugh Grant was nowhere to be seen at first. The panelists addressed the audience awkwardly, with Christine explaining, "We've had a bit of a heated moment, but that's what makes Loose Women real." Denise, still fired up, defended her stance. "I just wanted honest conversation, no one's above scrutiny." Whispers from the crew suggested Hugh had stormed off to his dressing room, refusing to return. Backstage footage, though not aired, would later leak online showing him arguing with producers. "That woman is impossible." Denise, on air, expressed no regret. "If he can't handle tough questions, maybe stick to scripts." The show attempted to pivot to other topics, but the elephant in the room was too big. Viewers flooded the show's socials demanding updates, with some calling for Hugh's return and others praising Denise's fearlessness. As minutes ticked by, a producer appeared on set, whispering to Christine, who then announced, "Unfortunately, Hugh has decided to leave the show early." Gasps echoed through the studio as Denise smirked slightly. "Well, that's telling." The panel dissected the clash, with Jane Moore suggesting, "Perhaps we touched a nerve." Nadia added, "He's known for being grumpy, but this was next level." Online, clips of the argument went viral, amassing millions of views within hours. Commentators debated if it was staged for ratings or a genuine blow-up. Hugh's publicist issued a statement later, claiming he felt disrespected and chose to exit gracefully. Denise tweeted, "Spoke my mind. No apologies." The incident sparked discussions on celebrity interviews and boundaries, with media outlets picking up the story globally. Loose Women's ratings skyrocketed that day, proving controversy sells. But for Hugh, it was a rare public relations hiccup, reminding everyone that even stars have limits. The show's team scrambled to fill the time, inviting audience questions, but the focus remained on the absent guest. In the end, what started as a promotional appearance turned into a legendary TV moment, etched in pop culture history. In the aftermath of Hugh Grant's dramatic exit from Loose Women, the internet erupted into a frenzy of opinions and memes. Fans of Hugh rallied behind him, labeling Denise Welch as aggressive and the show as trashy, while Denise's supporters hailed her as a truth-teller unafraid of big names. Clips of the heated exchange were dissected frame by frame on YouTube channels, with body language experts weighing in. Hugh's crossed arms show defensiveness. One said, "Denise appeared on other shows to explain. I was just being me." He overreacted. Hugh, typically private, broke silence in an interview. "It was like being grilled by the Inquisition and not my cup of tea." The clash highlighted broader issues in daytime TV, where personal probing often crosses lines for entertainment. Loose Women's producers defended the format. "Our panel is loose for a reason, real talk happens." Ratings analysis showed a 30% spike, prompting speculation of more celebrity confrontations. Social media polls asked, "Team Hugh or Team Denise?" With results split down the middle, celebrities chimed in too. Some sided with Hugh's right to privacy, others with Denise's journalistic zeal. The story made headlines in tabloids. Grant's loose meltdown screamed one. Denise's book sales even saw a bump from the publicity. Hugh's film promoters worried about backlash but spun it as proof of his authenticity. Behind the scenes, apologies were exchanged via emails, but no public reconciliation occurred. Viewers rewatched the episode, spotting early signs of tension in Hugh's fidgeting. The incident became a case study in media training courses, how not to handle a hostile host. Denise's co-panelists later admitted it was uncomfortable, with Christine saying, "We didn't expect that level of heat." As days passed, the buzz faded, but the video remained a staple in awkward TV moments compilations. Ultimately, it reinforced Hugh's image as the reluctant star and Denise as the bold voice, benefiting both careers in unexpected ways. The Loose Women team moved on to new guests, but with a newfound caution in questioning. This event, though brief, left a lasting imprint on how celebrities engage with talk shows. Delving deeper into the personalities involved, Hugh Grant's history of testy interviews provided context for his Loose Women outburst. Known for roles in Notting Hill and Love Actually, he's often portrayed as the affable Englishman, but off-screen, he's candid about disliking press junkets. "I loathe promoting films," he said before. Denise Welch, a Loose Women staple since 2005, brings her experiences with mental health and addiction to the table. making her unafraid of tough topics. Their clash seemed inevitable given clashing styles, Hugh's sarcasm versus Denise's directness. Post-incident, Hugh retreated to his London home, avoiding further media, while Denise embraced the spotlight, posting empowering messages. The show's format, encouraging unfiltered chat, was both praised and criticized. Experts noted how live TV amplifies emotions, turning minor disagreements into spectacles. Fan theories abounded. Was it scripted? Loose women denied it, insisting authenticity. Hugh's fans started petitions for boycotts, but viewership held strong. Denise received both hate mail and fan letters, strengthening her resolve. In retrospect, the argument covered valid points at gender roles in Hollywood, celebrity hypocrisy, but delivery overshadowed substance. Media analysts compared it to other walk-offs, like Kanye West's infamous Moments. Hugh's team worked overtime on damage control, emphasizing his charitable work. Denise used the platform to advocate for open dialogue on taboo subjects. The video script of this event could inspire dramas, showing how quickly civility unravels. As time healed the rift, rumors of a rematch surfaced, but neither party confirmed. The incident underscored the fine line between entertainment and intrusion in celebrity culture. Loose women continued thriving, with this episode often referenced in anniversaries. For Hugh, it was a blip in a storied career. For Denise, a badge of honor. Viewers learned that even polished stars have breaking points, making TV more relatable. This story, born from a simple interview, evolved into a cultural touchstone, reminding us of human frailties under lights. Reflecting on the broader implications, the Hugh Grant-Denise Welch clash on Loose Women sparked debates about media ethics and celebrity mental health. In an era of cancel culture, such moments can make or break reputations overnight. Hugh's exit was seen by some as empowering, refusing to tolerate discomfort, while others viewed it as petulant. Denise's approach raised questions. When does probing become bullying? Talk show hosts weighed in, with some defending the need for accountability. The event influenced how producers brief guests, ensuring clearer boundaries. Social media's role amplified the drama, turning a UK show into global news. Memes like Hugh's Loose Escape flooded platforms, blending humor with commentary. Denise's advocacy work gained visibility, helping her causes. Hugh's films saw no dip in interest. If anything, curiosity boosted them. Lessons learned: authenticity sells, but respect is key. The panel reconvened without Hugh, wrapping the show on a lighter note, but the shadow lingered. Years later, it might be laughed off at reunions, but in the moment, it was raw. This incident humanized celebrities, showing they're not immune to frustration. For aspiring actors, it's a cautionary tale on handling heat. Loose Women's legacy as a bold forum was solidified. As the dust settled, both parties moved forward, wiser from the experience. The video of the clash remains online, a testament to unpredictable TV. In conclusion, what began as a routine appearance ended in chaos, proving that even in controlled environments, sparks can fly. This story encourages empathy and discourse, reminding us that behind the glamour, people are just people. The end result, a memorable chapter in entertainment history, where a heated clash became legendary folklore.